really long. From the University of Hawaii at Manoa, a Master of Arts in International Relations, as well as a certificate from the school's Asia Pacific Leadership Program and a graduate certificate in public policy. He advocates for community engagement, human rights, and a growth mindset. Welcome, Bong.
Thank you. អរគុណគឺថ្ងៃនេះស្ដាប់រឿងរបស់ហ៊ីនីងគឺធ្វើឲ្យខ្ញុំ remind ដល់រឿងរបស់ខ្ញុំដែរ So in Cambodian or in English?
Well,
English.
you're also a translator, so he's going to translate.
That's what he does for work. He's a translator.
But so yeah, my privilege today. Thank you for inviting me, and I met Brian. So thank you, Brian, for coming too. I have the book here. This is Kahit Paribat. In Cambodian, they call Kahit Paribat. So in English, they call Human Manual. So this book for all Cambodians, they have this book in hand.
So is it in Khmer?
Prayer book.
A prayer book. Okay.
Yeah, like a monk. This book when I became monk and my teacher gave me this one, so I keep forever. It's almost 40 years with me. Yeah. So this is part of the resilient Cambodian because they pray, they chant, they recite, and they meditate. So first question, what question?
First question. So you were born in 1976, 1 year after the Vietnamese,
The Khmer Rouge.
or sorry, the Khmer Rouge, the Khmer Rouge era ended. When you were born, sorry, let me rephrase that. What was your earliest memory?
Yeah, I confess today, I don't have a birth certificate at all. So, you know, I supposed to. I know not supposed. My date of birth is 1976. That's what they put me in school when I registered grade 1, and teacher just wrote it down. And when I tried to convince with my mom about my date of birth, she said that I was born in the year of tiger, something like that. So I tried to calculate, but right now they have AI, and I try to use AI calculate my year of birth. So I think 1976. It may be precisely around that.
Okay.
But my first memory, according to your question, is I heard the sound of marching tank on the road number 6 westward by Vietnamese militaries invaded Cambodia. On that day, there were butterflies, like millions of butterflies flying from east to west. And in the morning around 9 o'clock, my memory that I can recall is the sound of tank and truck and car on the road that is about 5 kilometers from my home, because my home is not close to the road, westward. So I believe it around January 10, 1979. Because January 7, they liberated Phnom Penh. So they take some time to travel west to Siem Reap, because I was born in Siem Reap. And that is my first memory that I can recall. So maybe 4 years old or 5 years old. I don't know if you, my kid, I think her memory may be 4 or 5 years old, but your kid may be 5 or 6, right? But my age, I think that is like a flashing memory. Yeah, that I can recall first time.
Was there anything that you did that you thought was normal? Were there things that you thought was normal, and then you realized later on, like, actually this shouldn't be part of normal life? This is specific to Cambodia and what's happening in Cambodia now.
No, I was happy as a kid.
Well, no, you told me that you had to, every time you heard like gun, you had to like jump in the trenches.
So you can imagine like 6 years old, 5 years old kids. They just enjoy with the nature, hurting the cow. But one thing is the food. We don't have food to eat. Yeah. And one time, like my sibling and my parent was eating in the dining hall. I look at them and I walk away because the food looked so bad. They made from banana, young banana, made with very tiny grain of rice. And he said, "Oh, come." And eat. I said, okay. I just walk away. But I eat something else. I eat leaf, I eat fruit, something else. I pick from surrounding the forest, the bush around the So I never told this story to my children. Sorry, this is my first time. I tell you, it was tragic because the war happening almost every day, fighting between the Khmer Rouge and the Vietnamese back military. So my village is kind of contested area. So when they fight, I had to get into the Tongse.
Yeah.
So Tongse in Cambodian, maybe in French, in trenches, or in English, maybe bunker. Yeah, bunker. So we call Tongse. So I know Tongse very well. So my home, my staircase, and Tongse. I had to go first because children go first. And herding the cows, and sometimes I had to take my cows. I have about 4 or 5 cows and 1 buffalo. So I had to put them far away to escape the war because sometimes the military they shoot the cow, they kill them for food. So I had to take them away and go to the safe place. And sometimes I could not sleep because when I took the cow away, I had to sleep in the bush with the cow. And until sunrise, until it's been quiet and safe, so that I can come back home again. So like kind of my younghood is running from fighting, you know, and not enough food to eat, more nutrition. Yeah.
How long did that last? You went to school as well.
Yeah, I went to school because when Vietnamese came, they opened school, and I came to school like grade 1. We don't have kindergarten on that time, and the school is really far away from my home because the whole city that I'm living, they have only 1 school. So if any kid try to attend school, they have to travel about 10 kilometers by walking or biking. Sometimes they're fighting, I had to stop in the middle, cannot come back home from school. Yeah. So I was struggling with school because my mom always remind me that, okay, son, mom doesn't have anything for you, only education that save your life. So I believe in education and I work hard. Talking about school in my city, the whole city, only me that graduated grade 12. Nobody else. So like I become a hero in the village. From grade 12 education. Yeah.
When did you leave Cambodia and why?
And after that, a little bit back, I never saw face of my father because he was a military commander too. That's what my mom told me, and he passed away before I was born. And I only.
So was your mom taking care of you?
Yeah, only my mom.
Did you have siblings?
Yeah, I am the youngest, and I have 3 sisters, survivor, and 2 brothers already killed during the war. And one of my sisters become squid.
Yeah.
She experienced a lot of tragic things and make her brain like disorder, become squid. I don't know what.
She was mental disorder.
Yeah, mental disorder, kind of not crazy, but a little bit mental problem, and she passed away. My mom told me a lot of things, but the same thing like she narrated, tragic thing happened, and sometimes she tried not to talk, try to like, okay,
You kept asking her
keep
though?
on, yeah. Because my inspiration is, I want to know the truth, right? I am curious, I'm a curious boy, I always like a rebellious little bit. I'm not in Cambodian culture, son. I'm rebellious, I try to adventure, seeking truth and find out when they prohibit me, I want to go there. I was not afraid of ghosts in the same when I was a young boy. I like adventure a lot.
So when did you leave Cambodia and why did you do that?
Oh, so good question, sorry. Yeah, I became a monk after I graduated high school and I sang 3 months dedicating to pay gratitude to my parents, that is the Cambodian culture for every boy. And also my mom passed away when I was very young. I was around like 9 or 10 years old. So I miss her a lot. So I think became a monk is one option after finish grade 12 in high school. So my 3 months prolonged me to 14 years because I liked, at the beginning I just become ordained according to culture and tradition. but when I practice and I study the Buddhist philosophy and his teaching, so I love and I indulge into seeking the truth in Buddhism.
What year did you leave Cambodia?
So after I became a monk in my city in Siem Reap, there was a Thai monk visited our temple, and he saw my potential, and he invited me to visit Bangkok. So at Bangkok, he seeked scholarship for me, so I got scholarship to study at the Buddhist University. They call Mahajulalongkorn Rajavidyalaya. That's very long. Mahajulalongkorn Rajavidyalaya. That is the name of the university. So I studied there for 4 years, and after that I continued with my grade school for 2 years, and I was a Khmer language teacher for the Thai student at PhD program in Siripakon University. That's in Bangkok, and also in Canada, I was invited to preach here because I was a well-known preacher, and I just want to come only during summer, but there were some problem with international relations between Cambodia and Thailand. That's why I cannot go back to Thailand. They stopped my visa, and I continue to stay in Canada forever. And after that, I got scholarship to study in US later in 2006. That's why I spent another 4 years for my grade school and PhD program in Hawaii University, Honolulu. Yeah.
Yeah, now you're here. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us. Just a glimpse. But if you guys want to go in depth about his story, I actually interviewed him on my podcast. It's a really cool story that he's got to share. So I encourage you to.
Yeah. I want to add. I see you all have experience. Your parent or grandparent. Like, see the living witness, right? I heard a lot of the story, the same story, but my curiosity is PTSD can be treated by openly talk or buried to the past, right? I don't know, but according to clinical research, it is flexibility, depend on individual preferences, right? But I might ask me, មិញពេលមិញនិយាយរឿងអញ្ចឹងមិញមានអារម្មណ៍ថាធូរទេឬក៏មានអារម្មណ៍ពិបាកជាងមុនតើមិញចូលចិត្តឲ្យនិយាយរឿងអតីតកាលដើម្បីឲ្យធូរចិត្តទេឬក៏កុំនិយាយទៀតអត់ទេដល់ពេលដែរណានិយាយពីពេលបដ ой ធូរវិញចានិយាយពីពេលទៅធូរទៅណានិយាយពីពេលទៅបាយ So my question to her is kind of my test, my research too. So she said that depend on circumstances. Sometimes when she openly talk like this, she feel released, but sometimes she have more stress and depression.
I think that's just part of the healing process, right? Like you're not going to always feel relief or good all the time. When you're healing, there's going to be feelings of discomfort. And I mean, thank you for sharing your story, because hearing your stories, they contribute to our healing process as a collective as well.
But for me, I was a Buddhist monk, and my major at school is political science. So I really try to find the truth about what's happening in Cambodia, and my vision is to move on. Like the younger generation right now, 65%. They are the demographic dividend that we use the term in political science. So they don't want to hear much about the past. But when I met with a group of diaspora conference in the United States, and I talked with many younger generation like you, like Peter, that were grown up in here, were born in the camp, they really indulge and really entrenched into the Khmer genocide or PTSD. So this is my new appealing thing that I never realized about this issue. Had been like Khmer overseas diaspora members, the younger generation still very entrenched in the past that their parents passed through, right? Very interesting for me. But to what I talk with the professor and professional researchers, they say that one thing is the storytelling or the Khmer genocide has been exploited very badly. Yeah. And also, part of the treatment issue it depends on the preference. That's why there's a suggestion that we should eliminate the Kultur Slam Museum.
No.
Just close it. It's one group. Another group is said, oh, keep it and commemorate it, right? But look at the big picture. Yeah, big picture in political science theory. Even though the killing field in Adolf Hitler was doing with the Jews, so the Germany, as a state leadership, they don't care much. But as a clinical approach, medical issue, they care a lot. So a different approach. What approach we are going to take, right? Like myself, I do think that Buddhism that I learned is one thing that we can pursue our lives is middle path. So if we pursue middle path, no indulgence in materialism, no extreme in materialism, and no extreme in self-punishment or what we call self-mortification. Self-punishment, self-mortification. So you have to treat in the middle path. The middle path is the way of enlightenment, and also in family, between husband, family, children. If we treat the middle path, we have very healthy family cultivation, as well as society, as well as democracy approach or country. We should treat it in the middle path. We try to go through like eightfold path, like right view, right understanding, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right mindfulness, and right meditation. So if you want to know detail, I can tell you.
Oh no, it's okay. We have to get on with
Yeah,
the
okay.
show.
Thank you.
We have
Yeah.
to get on with the show with Brian. Thank you, Bong, for sharing your story. Now we are going up. Yes. We'll have to get you on. You're coming on another episode anyway, so you can go into that with